And now it's time for another Big Mike PSA.
Take it from me, kids, Big Mike. It feels great to be back in this chair, back in this nice clean robe. I got a new list for you guys. New list of things that I hate. And you know what? We're just gonna dive right into it. That's how I conquered my fear of spiders. I just dove into a bag of them. Let's go. First things first. Walmart greeters who hate their job. I hate them. You wanna know why? Because I walk in there and they don't even look at me. They don't acknowledge me. They don't do anything. They just go, That's all they do, because all they do is hire old people. Every now and then, you get a pretty cool greeter who goes like this. Hello, and welcome to Walmart. I think his name is Steve at our Walmart. That guy's pretty cool. I like him. And then there's another guy with a beard who I think is a war vet who kind of just yells at you, but he's cool too. Next we got here is, this is a really big one that's been bothering me a lot. It's actually, you might think it's weird me saying it, but once you hear me explain it, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. But fat people at buffets. The reason why I hate them is because 95% of the time, the fat people are the ones who go up to the buffet, load up their plate, and decide, hey, I'm going to eat my way over to my table. And they just start eating their food on their way to their table. They just start shoveling their friggin' fried shrimp cocktail into their mouth as they're walking. I mean, come on. You can't just sit down, you can't walk 20 feet to sit down and wait for your goddamn food. And you know what else I hate? All the stupid films of Hollywood actor Troy McClure. Films such as Cry-Yuma, Here Comes the Coast Guard, Preacher with a Shovel. You know what else I hate? When you're at a buffet and you're getting your food and someone tries to shove in front of you and reach over to get what you're doing, grab your macaroni and cheese. I mean, come on. You can't wait 2 seconds to put more food. You know, most of the time those people are probably just going to grab the spoon and shovel it right up into their face. I don't see why the people just don't bring chairs up to the buffet and just hunker down and eat right there instead of having a table all together. Probably save them money and calories. Lastly, I hate about buffets are those fat ladies you see there who always use rubber bands to tie their hair back in ponytails. They're the ones who always cut in front of you. Hate those bitches. There's this game out there called Amnesia. I think it came out about a year ago. And I've noticed something about the monsters in this game. Amnesia Dark Descent, I believe, is the correct. I've had my production assistant check on that for me. But there's this weird thing where you don't fight monsters, so I don't even know what the point of playing the game is. You just kind of hide from them the whole time. So you're being chased by this monster whose face is cut up to here, and friggin' his jaw's hanging out, and he's got butcher knife hands, and he's just coming at you. So you run into a room, you slam the door shut, you throw a friggin' chifforobe in front of it, and you hide inside of a wardrobe. What ends up happening is the monster breaks down the door, breaks down the chifforobe, and sees a wardrobe in there, and doesn't bother checking inside. Maybe his butcher claw hands don't allow him to open up doors properly. But after that, he just wanders around for 20 minutes inside the room and walks away. Just gives up, doesn't even bother looking in there. I mean, come on. If there's somebody in the room to barricade the door, there's got to be somebody in there. They don't still magically disappear. Also, it's like that wardrobe from Narnia where he just jumps in and he's covered in snow and friggin' satyr feces. The Revenge of Abe Lincoln. The wackiest covered wagon in the Wild West. Oh, this is a big one. Near and dear to my heart. Douchebags who wear Scarface t-shirts. Let me explain to you why I hate them. Because first off, they're always the same guy who has their visor upside down and they're standing there and they try to be like, oh yeah, Scarface is my favorite movie. It's all about getting the money, and the power, and the women. I could even do a great Scarface impression. You want to see it? No. The world, Chico. That's what I want. That's all they ever do. Oh, I hate these guys. I don't think they understand that it's a whole morality movie that you're not supposed to end up like a guy who just brutally murders his sister husband for no reason. Or a guy who just face plants into a pile of friggin' coke for the hell of it. I mean, I do it. But I do it because I'm classy. Not because I'm trying to be like Scarface. Ugh, hate that movie. Calling all Quakers, Gladys the Groovy Mule, Today we kill, tomorrow we die. Oh, I'm going to say this right here, and you're probably going to think I'm talking about a video game, but I'm not. The guards in Arkham Asylum in Gotham City, I think they are quite possibly the worst guards ever. Because everybody always gets out. Think about it. I don't see why they don't just, execute these guys who are doing bad things, like the Joker or Clayface or the Riddler, for example. They go out there, they kill people, they murder, they probably rape. I wouldn't be doubted at all if Clayface raped a bitch or two. But they go out there and they do all these horrible things, and what do? They get a slap on the wrist and they get put back into Arkham Asylum right next to the exit door. So there's just like one door that they don't guard. So pretty much what I'm saying is if we executed these guys instead of, maybe just letting them hang out in a prison cell, wouldn't have all these problems.
Dial M for murderousness? The erotic adventures of Hercules?
Alright. Next I hate... Oh, this one's for Tommy. Emo Kids. And you know what? I don't have so much of a problem with them cutting themselves and crying in the corner and everything. Hey, that wants to help alleviate the problem a little bit. All for it. But my problem is when they try to tell me to listen to their music. I'm talking about bands like AFI, or The Used, or The Monkees, always just running around playing their goddamn instruments. So, Emo Kids, honestly, I'm going to tell you right now. I want you to look at me in my face right now. I want to tell you, listen, buddy, cheer up. Life really can't be that bad. I mean, most of the emo kids are probably between the ages of 13 and 17. And that's a very bad time for you. Things are going to get better. You're not going to feel bad about your penis. And you're not going to have to go out there and take pictures of yourself to get people to like you. So just grow up, stop listening to emo, and move on with your goddamn life.
P is for Psycho? The president's neck is missing?
While we're on the subject of teenagers, there's another thing that really bothers me. And not so much just teenagers, but people my age too. The people who are the age of about 19, 20. But they're the ones who use those weird, crazy abbreviations in real life as well. For example, I went up to a hooker the other day and I said, "Hey ma'am, do you have change for $100? And she went, "LOL, no." And I thought to myself, LOL is laugh out loud. So NO, I believe, is nitrous oxide. So I pretty much grabbed my tank, gassed her, dragged her back to my room. Because I assumed she had change for a $100 bill. While we're on the subject of those, I hate the ones where they don't even make sense, such as Lamo, which is, if I recall correctly, laughing my ass off. Has anybody really ever laughed their ass off? No. It's a horrible, horrible use of words. While we're on the subject of that, every time someone says LOL back to you, laugh out loud, do you sit there and wonder, did they look at their phone and really laugh out loud? Because I really don't think they did. I mean, I laugh out loud when I look at my phone. It usually goes like this. Ha ha! When I'm on the subway. And I can't find my pants.
The boat jacket of Super Ship 79? Hydro, the man with hydraulic arms?
Here's another thing I hate, guys. The word technically, and the use of the word technically. Pretty much this is what I hate. When someone says to me, "Hey, Big Mike, what time is it?" And I go, "It's about 3:45. And the other friend, the douchebag, comes up, turns his friggin' DS off and walks up and goes, "Technically, it's 3:44. It's really, dude, we get it. I said about. It's a general idea of it. So yeah, technically you're alright, but technically you're also a douchebag. Another thing I hate is when people use it for movie plots. Like, technically, in 28 Days Later, they're not technically zombies. They're infected with rage. Then why are they biting people? That's all I got to say. I know they're not zombies, but it's a zombie movie. So shut the hell up, get me some popcorn, we're gonna watch 28 Months Later.
Good Time Slim, Uncle Doobie, and the Great Frisco Freakout? Really?
While we're on the subject of technically, you know what I hate? When people say, technically, it's not called soccer. The rest of the world calls it football. And I say to myself, what? No, football is we play the sport with the lime-shaped ball that you throw at people. And they go, technically, that's football Americano. And I say, I don't think anybody in America has ever called it that. Just saying. It's kind of like when you go to Canada and you order Canadian bacon, and they gave you a regular strip of bacon, and you're just like, I want a Canadian bacon. So I ordered bacon. And then you get regular bacon, not the slice of Canadian bacon that you're used to. Technically, I hate those people. And by technically I hate those people, I mean Canadians.
The greatest story ever, Hula? They came to burgle Carnegie Hall? Meet Joe Blow?
You know what else bothers me is this new show Twin Peaks. It's on Netflix, so I assume it's pretty new. Well, first off, there's this lady in there who got murdered. She's a kid, which I think that's like a ripoff of every murder mystery ever right there. So David Lynch has already got a strike against him. And it's a ripoff of The Killing on AMC, which is an amazing show. Just putting it out there, guys. That's a ripoff The Killing. And then, but there's also another big ripoff. I'll explain the character on Twin Peaks to you first. She's called Log Lady, where this lady just walks around with a log the whole time, and she coddles it like a baby. And people talk to the log, and she talks back to them, and the log saw who murdered the girl, or some weird stuff like that. It's just, to me personally, it just sounds like a big ripoff of Plank from Ed, Edd and Eddy. Just putting it out there. I just want you guys to know, and I want you to know, the log lady, that if I ever catch you on the street, I'm taking your goddamn log and I'm throwing it in a wood chipper. And your dog. Just for good measure. What else we got here?
Give My Remains to Broadway? The verdict was mail fraud? Leper in the backfield?
You know who I hate? People who think beggars can be choosers. There's not a lot of them out there, but there is a fair amount. For example, if a dude's like, in his late 20s, maybe 28, 29, 30, and he hasn't banged a girl yet, and he thinks he's too good to bang a fat chick, can't be a chooser, buddy. You just need to go out there and put your flimmy-flammy out there and see what it finds. That's what I'm talking about. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
Thank you.
I'm sorry, I was reading the Bible. What did you say?
Don't worry about it. It fit perfectly.
Oh, okay.
Makeout King of Montana? The Electric Gigolo? David versus Super Goliath? Suddenly Last Supper?
You know what game I hate while we're on the topic of things that I hate? LA Noire. Now, I know what you're going to think. That game is critically acclaimed. That game got an 8.5 in Game Informer. Let me tell you something about that game. That game's only fun if you're like walking around real life, picking up spoons and forks and jiggling them around for about 20 minutes. Or looking at somebody and tell if they're lying or not. Or if you like walking around a city, not being able to pull out your own gun and shoot at bad guys. I mean, come on. I understand. People out there want a new, fresh perspective on games. Somebody wants something different. There's plenty of other ways you can make a game fun and different that does not involve me wandering around a crime scene for half an hour trying to find the point where my controller vibrates or a little thing chimes in the air. I can solve half of those crimes. You know what? I can solve all those crimes by myself just by looking around. 1940s were boring. That's all I got to say. Christmas Ape. Christmas Ape goes to summer camp. You know what I hate? The end of Riccio, where he just frees all the prisoners in the prison by punching down a wall. Now, it doesn't so much bother me that he could have escaped at any time by punching down a wall. It's just that he punched down the wall of a prison that is housing murderers, rapists, and thieves. And he's just letting them all pour back into the real world. He's supposed to be a super virtuous, awesome guy, and he just frees all the scum and filth of the world back into it. Way to go, Riccio. Maybe you should stop trying to punch people's heads off and get your head straight. Son of Sanford and Son, and After Mannix. You know what else I hate? And I only really found out about this because the camera guy was shining my shoes the other days, and he handed me the disc to check it out. Is the show called Firefly? Yeah, Firefly. And it's like some space western starring Captain Hammer, and they shoot they have regular guns that they shoot, and they have laser guns, and there's just a whole bunch of weird stuff going on. And apparently it achieved something about 4.5 million viewers an episode, and it got a huge cult following. And eventually the guys at Fox, mind you, these are the same guys who said Heat Vision and Jack was a horrible idea for a show. As if a show where Owen Wilson is a freaking talking motorcycle and Jack Black is an astronaut with superpowers powered by the sun could be a bad idea. I mean, come on. You gonna listen to those guys anyways? Anyways. These guys said, you know what, that's not enough people for us for our show. So we're gonna cancel it. And not only are we gonna cancel it, but we're gonna screw up the whole season series finale by taking the first episode that was supposed to air and making it the season finale as a leadway to all their crazy journeys. Does that even make sense to you? No, it doesn't. Mind you, I'd just like to point out real quick that the show Fringe, which is actually an okay show, it gets about 4.5 million viewers an episode. And that's got like 300 or 400 seasons coming out. Now, think about that for a second. 10 years ago, when Firefly came out, you know, 4.5 million viewers was a really big deal back then. Nowadays, we have more people and more tasteless idiots watching TV. That's all I got to say on that. Buck Henderson, Union Buster. Handle with care. You know what else I hate? When people come up to me and they go, "Hey, Big Mike, did you see the new Transformers movie?" And I go, "Oh, you know what? I really don't like Transformers. I'm not that into it." And they go, "What? You? But you're a freaking nerd." And I go, "Sorry, guys, I really don't like Transformers. It doesn't. Giant transforming robots doesn't do it for me. Just not into it." And they go, "Yeah, but come on. How come which one's your favorite?" "I bet it's Optimus Prime." And I'm standing there trying to explain to him for 20 minutes. I go, "Ma, come on. I don't like Transformers. You should know that by now." And she goes, "Well, do you like G.I. Joe?" Sorry, don't like any of that stuff. That's why I don't live with my mom anymore. Alright, what else don't I like? What else has he got? Muppets Go Medieval. You know what else I hate? That game Black Ops. And here's why. I just sit there, playing the game like this the whole time, and you'll frequently hear me go, "That guy just shot me." Yeah? I hate this game. "Big Mike, we won! Did we?" I hate this game. "That zombie just hit me twice." I hate this game. I hate Black Ops. I hate the people who play on it. I hate the parents who let their 12-year-olds play it, screaming into the mic. I mean, come on now. My kids don't even own a video game system, let alone a bathroom, so I don't even see why parents let them play these games. Pretty much anything having to do with a first-person shooter that's not Team Fortress 2, I hate. The contrabulous fab-traption of Professor Horatio Huffnagel. You know what else I hate? That new 3DS thing. Because first off, that's not really 3D. And second off, it's ridiculous because I look at it and they say, "Oh, the 3D's not on." So they click a little side switch, the 3D turns on, and what happens? The guy on the screen literally goes back 2 inches. So it looks like more like I'm looking into a goddamn diorama than I am an actual game. It just pisses me off. Oh, you know what else I hate? When I'm playing God of War and I'm running around and I jump in a pit and I fall and I die and I think, "Alright, there's got to be an easier way for me to do this." And then I run and I fall and I jump in a pit again and I think to myself, you know what, maybe I'm just not double jumping right. Alright, let me just do this again. And I fall into a pit again and I die like 5 times in a row. And the game pops up and it goes, "Hey, buddy, would you like us to change the difficulty for you? You're dying a lot. You seem to be like you're having a hard time playing." And I think to myself, I'm not even fighting bad guys. I'm just falling into a pit of lava over and over because I can't make the right jump. What are you going to do? Are you going to make the enemies easier for me? You're going to freaking throw some extra wings on my back and we fly through the level? You're going to make Gravity the enemy and make him easy to fight so when Kratos jumps, he just flies straight up into the air and just keeps going? Hate that game. Another reason for me to hate Kratos. Alien Nose Job in 5 fabulous weeks of the Chevy Chase show. Actually, I think that's all I got to hate. You guys got anything that you hate?
No, I still love just about everything.
Yeah,
I'm a really big fan of most things.
Yeah.
Not like communism and all that other stuff you were saying, but I just enjoy most things.
So murder you enjoy?
No, I mean most things. Like
yeah.
That's
Give me
what
an
you
example
said.
of something that you enjoy.
I enjoy puppy dogs.
Puppy dogs. You know what puppy dogs grow up to be?
What?
Vicious killers.
No, they
so
don't.
you love vicious killers.
No, I don't.
Has a puppy ever grown up to kill a baby?
Pit bulls, I guess.
Yeah, so you hate, or you love...
I don't know. I didn't say...
Killing babies.
I like puppy dogs. I don't like what they grow
So do you
up
love
to
them when
be.
they grow up?
Well, I don't know. I guess it depends on...
So you only love certain things now is what you're telling me.
That's what I was saying before, yes.
I mean, like, if it's a puppy... let's say you have a pit bull puppy. Yeah. Once it hits a certain size, you just flush it down the toilet.
No, I don't even...
Get rid of it.
I want to get a
and
pit bull.
Now the sewers are filled with puppies and
I'd get a
alligators.
basset hound because it's sad like me, you know?
It is sad. You are a very sad man indeed.
I know.
You just look at the Basset Hound and you both just cry next to each other, cry yourselves to sleep every night. You know why that Basset Hound? Why every Basset Hound you know probably cries? Because it knows you.
I'm gonna read my Bible.
I'm not even gonna make a joke about the Bible in you.
And this has been another Big Mike PSA.
The Fantabulous contraction.
No, that's all wrong.
We can't. What the
hell is wrong with Lore?
The contrabulous fabtraction of Professor Horatio Huffingale.
Huffnagel.
Horatio Huffingale.
Contrabulous fabtraction of Professor Horatio Huffingale.
The contrabulous fabtraction of Professor Horatio Huffnagel.
Huffnagel. One more time.
The contrabulous fabtraction of...
No, not with a C.
I didn't say the C that time.
Yes, you did. You totally did, right?
The contrabulous fabtraction of Professor Huffingale. Contrabulous fabtraction.
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 Traption. With a B.
Fagtraption. That's what I said the first time.
We're 17 minutes in. We've been doing this for like 12. You ready? Nagel.
Huffnagel. Alex, come here and say it with us.
I'm masturbating.
Fabulous traption. Fabulous traption. Huffnagel. Fabulous traption. Fabulous traption. Where do I put the C in? Fabulous traption. Huff Nigel. Fabulous traption.
Masturbating.
Bigger penis.
Fabulous traption.
College credit.
Fabulous traption.
Take it from me.
Fabulous. Fabulous traption.
Bigger penis.
One more. Fabulous traption.
College credit.
Fucking music. Fabulous traption.
Take it from me.
Fabulous traption.
Bigger penis.
Fabulous. Fabulous traption.
College credit.
Douchebag. Fabulous traption. Fabulous traction. Buck Henderson. Fabulous traction. Big investor. Fabulous traction. Christmas Eve. Fabulous traction. Good time slim. Fabulous traction. Uncle Doobie. Fabulous traction. Great Frisco. Fabulous traction. Freakouts. Fabulous traction.
Handle with care.
The boat jacket. Super ship. 79.
Bigger penis.
Rainbows. Fabulous traction.
College credit.
I love when traction. Fabulous traction.
Take it from me.
Give me Shut up. Fabulous traction.
Bigger penis.
Who are you? Fabulous traction. The Revenge of Abe Lincoln. Fabulous traction. Calling all Quakers. Fabulous traction. Give my remains to Broadway. Fabulous traction. Gladys the Groovy Mule. Fabulous traction. The Greatest Storm. Fabulous traction. Never Hula. Fabulous traction. Erotic Adventures. Fabulous traction. Hercules. Fabulous traction. Makeout King. Fabulous traction. Montana. Fabulous traction. Today we kill. Fabulous traction. Tomorrow we die. Fabulous traction. Aftermath. Fabulous traction. The president's fabulous traction. Neck is missing. Fabulous traction. Chevy Chase. Fabulous
The Contrabulous Fabtraption of Professor Horatio Huffnagel.
Yes.
Was that it?
Yes, that was it.
4 more times. No! Okay.
You did it. Everybody clap.
Good work, guys. Good
Give
work.
Alex a clap.